Today we have a 2008 Ford Edge car stereo here in the shop. Everything works fine, the display is out. And hopefully we can go through and show you how to straighten this out. This will take care of most display problems with this radio. However, we have seen broken displays from someone punching the radio, which means it's totally something different. But this is usually a poor solder problem. We're going to remove 4 black Torx screws, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. That's cured this face onto the radio. This is a T10 Torx. There are 2 screws on the top, 2 on the bottom. If you need help removing this stereo from the dash, we do have that video on our website, carstereoremoval.com. Once these 4 screws are removed, you're going to have to take a small flathead screwdriver, and there are 4 tabs, 2 on the top, bottom, 2 on the top, where we're going to pry up on the plastic to get it over this little tab. Now we're going to continue to apply forward pressure so that this face doesn't snap back on, but we're going to take care of the 2 on the side here, or on the bottom, turn it over and take care of the 2 here on the top. This will release the face. It comes off. There's one main connector here at the bottom that will mate back up with a connector on the front of the stereo once you put the face on securely. But the display sits here on the circuit board, so we're going to turn this over and take a look at this. There are several problems that we've seen here. One can be the display has poor solder. Usually it's one of the 2 little ends here or the 2 ends here, but sometimes it's good to touch up the whole row. Same with the bottom row of connectors. There are 2 way over here on the left, along with 2 way over here on the right, and maybe touch up the rest of these connectors as well. This is not the most common problem with this, but we've seen that with this one. Usually what we see is you have 4 large surface mount resistors here. And these need to be resoldered. Usually you'll find when you start putting solder on one leg, the component will move. That'll easily tell you that there was poor solder there. We also have 2 over here on the left side, and scattered along the board are several other scattered along the board are some other surface mount resistors. We're just going to take care of the larger ones here. Normally we see the problem with either one of these 4 or these 2. Sometimes we've seen all 4 bad. We've had these come in the shop with the resistors missing and so on. But we're going to touch up all these resistors. This is going to just take the soldering iron and a little bit of solder. Start with the crystal, the display crystal itself, and work our way across, take care of all these connections. Now once we've taken care of all the connections across the display, we're going to come back and touch up these surface mount resistors and add a little bit of solder to the sides of these. We're going to see if we can get one of these to move, and this would definitely tell us that this was the problem. Now we have the main 4 over on the other side here. Let me see, this one should move. It looks bad. Nope, that one's not going to move. And let's see if this one moves. Nope, they're going to stay in place today. So we're going to take care of all these surface mount resistors. Just a little solder flow on them helps them to get them reconnected. Okay, now you can see that we have repaired all the solder on the surface mount resistors, along with the 2 rows of solder connections for the front display, the little surface mounts all around the edges of the board. And now we're going to attempt to see if this works. We're going to take the front of the radio and the face, line them CD to the top, and watch those tabs we had to pry up along the top and bottom. Get them real close before snapping the face on, because you want the connector on the bottom to align itself as we go forward. And then once you get the tabs all lined up, snap the face right back on. Now we're going to test this before we go any further, just to make sure we took care of it. And we have AM and display. This just fixed the radio for no display. We're going to replace the 4 screws, 2 on the top and the 2 on the bottom, and put this back in the car. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please do that. Thumbs up if this video helped you out. Hope this video has been helpful, and thank you for watching.